Hey, Brother Eddington, this is Mark Villondo handing in my fluency test on JavaScript. How exciting. So I haven't actually handed in any fluency tests yet. I've done most of the studying, but I just actually haven't handed anything in. But yeah, I'm just going to do that now, at least for the JavaScript part. So here we go. I just went on CodePen, as you probably read in my little thing here. Just making the video right now. So I'm just going to go over what I've learned. In this fluency test, I'll demonstrate my understanding of the following JavaScript topics: loops, conditional statements, functions, variables, parameters, arrays, and associative arrays. So here we have a loop. So I'm just going to go here, just show my favorite vegetables, function, veg function. So I have an array here. There's potato, tomato, green beans, carrot, coma patience for a bit of dark humor, beets, and I'm gonna start off with a text one, just so for something to add to. For that you can see here, and a variable I, because we just got to do that. We don't really need to set it to 0, but I'm just going to do it just for example's sake. So for I equals 0, that's what we start off with. While I is less than 6, we are going to do this, which is going to be, we're going to add on to this text here. Is going to be where I'm going to add a list item plus vegetables I. And since we're starting with 0, it's going to go 0, it should be potato, plus ending tag for li. So that should give us I'll click this right now. Potato, tomato, green bean, carrot, coma, patience, and beets. Perfect. So it just goes through each of the array items and puts it into a list item and puts it into the output, which is this output one here. And it is a function that activates when I click the button. So there we go. That's how I know how to do loops. It's not that bad, thankfully. And here we're going to go to conditional statements. You have another function, my colors. So I just have a couple colors: black, white, gray, orange, and indigo. No particular reason why. Again with the text, again with the I. Here's the variable part that you can just interchange as you wish. For now, I have put it to 5. And you'll see if I is less than 1, then text is going to add colors of I. And right now, I is 5. And else if I is less than 5, it's going to be, I'm going to set it to just a single array item. And anything else, it should just be another array item. So I'm just setting it this way just because it's simpler that way. Because if I did it colors I for each single one, then there'd really be no point in using the conditionals, would there? So here, right now I'm just gonna set it to 5, and it should show us 0, 1, 2 gray. Perfect. And just to show that it works, I'm gonna put 0, go to save, and since I is less than 0, it should be black. Perfect. And just one more example. Let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, colors 4. I'm going to put in 3. And if all goes well, it should show indigo. Perfect, indigo. So yeah, that is my conditional statements example. And functions, I was gonna do a functions one, but then I realized I've been doing functions all along, and I'd feel dumb just doing it again. Also, sorry if you hear a piano. The guy in the room next to me is playing like some kind of Nintendo medley or something. But anyway, yeah, functions. Past 2 I've used functions. I know what a function is. I got it. Going into functions further, we have variables. Once again, I've been using variables so far in my examples. I've made an array as a variable. I have an array here, and then I have a variable here, a variable here. Again, with the variable arrays, I know how to do variables. Parameters, this one took a little bit to understand better, but I generally get the idea. So parameters, a simple multiplication function using parameters. So we're gonna have x and y, and they're not gonna be named right now. They're gonna be named down here. But I'm just gonna show you what I have right here. So var x is going to be x divided by y, and var y is going to be x divided by y again. But the x here is going to be taking from the x here. So it just cascades, and it should just reflect the changes in the output. And then I have return x and return y. And then here I have document get element output 3. That's going to be here, just to show that that's going to be. Hold on a second, please. Yeah, output 3 and output 3. So I'm going to, when I say put in document.get elements by ID, output 3 equals, here's where I put in the parameters, and the parameters use the arguments to insert the values here, and then it just does all the math, and it works. I get the difference between parameters and arguments if you're wondering. Yeah. So yeah, I put 40 as x and 50 as y. It does all the math, gives me stuff, and then it just returns 0.8. Cool. Parameters. Alright, arrays. Once again, I've shown you I know how to use arrays. Potato chips, this is just going through a single array that I made in the first function, which is just vegetables, and I made an array with potato, tomato, green beans, carrot, coma, patience, and beets. So, yeah, another example of how I know arrays work. Where to go? I have a colors array: black, white, gray, orange, indigo. Arrays. Know how to access them. I know how to go through them. It's all good. I guess that's not very convincing, but whatever. Last one, I have associative arrays. So here, I'm just really naming the parts of the array, and that defines the array as it goes. So Pikachu moveset 0. I don't know if you're into Pokemon, but I just took this off Pokemon website. A Pokemon website, nothing official. So I'm naming the array Pikachu moveset, basically, and it's going to be Pikachu moveset 0 is going to be a Thunderbolt, and I'm just naming values to them. Pikachu moveset 1, Tackle. Pikachu moveset 2, Iron Tail. Pikachu moveset 3, Brick Break. Yes, I can learn Brick Break. I don't know why. And then we just have, again, with document.get element by ID, output 7. It's just the easiest way to show outputs. Once again, we have text. So I started off with H4, Pikachu moveset H4. Then I'm just adding list items to this thing. So it's going to start off with the H4. Then it's going to have the list item, Pikachu moveset 0, and it's just going to keep going through them until it hits the last one. And it does reflect that. So for example, if I change Brick Break into, you can't actually learn it, but Surfing Pikachu can learn this one, but Surf, then, yep, the changes are reflected, thankfully. Yep, I've worked with JavaScript before. I know how it works pretty well. I'm not an expert. If anything, I'm at least basic, but I am somewhat confident in my ability to work in JavaScript. As it is right now, I'm not as skilled as other people are, but I think I'm feeling pretty good about it, you know? That is it for this. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a nice day.